Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Shraddha, Prabhas, welcome to Film Companion.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the Saaho trailer. It looks like a massive spectacle.
Thank you.
As I was watching it, I was wondering that a film like this doesn't want you as actors to really, it's not about performance, right?
Yeah.
It's about attitude.
Yeah.
It's about swagger.
Yeah.
It's about like sort of bringing a certain presence
Yeah.
into that frame. How do you do it as actors? How do you summon up that cool, which is in every frame of that trailer?
I think he is.
No, you're
it
pretty
comes
cool
very,
too.
very naturally to him, and I think it comes so naturally to him because he's genuinely a very cool person, you know. And off screen also, he's very cool. He's very normal, chilled out. So I think that effortlessness comes. I don't know. I mean, he's very humble to agree, I think, but
Do you have to work hard at being cool? What does it take to bring that level of swagger on screen?
I don't know, like maybe the technicians want me a little swag. Like Vibe, we were doing that song, right? In a Sony. It's a big hit, I think. So she's like, swag, little, give the attitude. Like, okay, like you want more? Yeah. That is too much, okay. So I think when
Actually,
they
there's
say,
such a thing as too much attitude.
you
also.
know, sometimes like they were like more, like no, just keep it calm. Like it's just very nice. The way you walk is good. That's fine. She made us do like that swag and all in that song. She made me look very
But
good.
even in the action,
Yeah.
you know, it's all about sort of like this larger than life presence,
Yeah.
right? You're
Yeah.
not trying to be
Yeah.
realistic
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah. It is
So
not.
is that hard to do?
I don't know. It's like when you do a commercial film, it's not like real. It's not a realistic film. It's like a commercial film. Sometimes you saw the trailer, the jet and all. It is not real. You can't. It's not easy to do. So when you make a film like Bahubali, you can't climb a mountain like for like 1,000 feet, 10,000 feet height. You should make them believe. So with that, you need to give some attitude, the story, the build up for that. It works, I think.
Tell me which year is this story happening in? Because I
present.
couldn't figure out. It is present.
It is present.
Because it
Everything-
looked very
Yeah,
futuristic
yeah.
in between.
Yeah, some parts because the Jetman thing is there still in Dubai. You take YouTube and if you open it, you can see Jetman flying and all. So everything is real, but we made it bigger. That's it. In the Pink Lake is real. You see in the trailer the Pink Lake, it's there. You type Pink Lake, it's there in Australia. Everything is real. So we got the best of in the world and we just put it in.
You shot this in Hindi and Telugu.
Yeah.
And then you dubbed for yourself in Telugu, you dubbed for yourself in
Yeah.
Hindi. For who was this multitasking easier? Who was messing up more?
No, I didn't dub in Telugu for myself.
Oh, somebody else dubbed.
Yes.
For teaser she did.
Teaser I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would mug up all my dialogues on set and know them
She
completely.
was very good. We were all shocked.
I had to go very well prepared because, you don't feel like, I didn't want to feel like I don't know my lines in Telugu. And so I approached it just the way I approach my Hindi dialogues, which is I know them in my sleep. So that's the way, it was so interesting. I actually had a blast shooting the scenes in Telugu because I felt like there was something new
the same
that
thing
was
happened to me.
coming out, new nuances were coming out. And I think that as an actor, something that surprises you can just be like very interesting in a way. So yeah.
So same for you in Hindi?
Yeah, because first time I did Bahubali, we did Bahubali Tamil and Telugu. So every time when I was Tamil, I know I can speak Tamil, but I never did films in Tamil. So when I was doing Tamil film, I always used to get excited. Same thing, Hindi is better for me in this. Because Telugu I know, I already did for 17 years. So Hindi was like a little hard to practice and all, but Hindi the surprise element helped us a lot, I think.
And how long would it take to shoot a scene? Because you have to do it twice.
Yeah, that's really hard. You do.
Isn't that exhausting?
Yeah, it is really exhausting because once it's just a moment you get that performance and it's like, yeah, okay. Now, Hindi. Okay. Okay, Hindi. Oh, done. Okay, let's go. No, Telugu. Okay. So it's not.
Yes, it was
it's little-
difficult and exhausting, yes.
But is there a difference in the way you pitch a performance in either language, or is it the same?
No, but I think the performance might be the same, the mood might be the same. But according to the dialogue modulation, it changes. Because Tamil and Telugu is like nearby somewhere, south languages. But Hindi and Telugu is little different. The way this is going, the words where it starts and ends is different. In Telugu, maybe, you know, some highlight might be in middle. In Hindi, it might start from the first. So the expression also changes and body language changes. So it was harder than Tamil and Telugu for me.
Yeah.
And is there any, for both of you, since you know, is this your first Telugu film?
Yes.
Yes.
And this is, of course, your first Hindi. So, is there sort of any culture shock for either one? Are you used to the mad promotional drill that you're going to have to go through?
I'm not used to promotions in my Telugu only. After 17 years, still I get like, oh God, my film is releasing now, the press meets and all. And here it is like, it's another level. So I don't know, first part when we came for Bahubali, I was like, oh, I would have got a heart attack and all. Rajmouli is like, cool, don't worry, it's okay. Don't worry. I was like, oh, should we do this? Second part, I thought I won't come. And Anil, distributor, and Rajmouli, they would all almost kill me if I don't come, but good I came.
But you're not getting used to it. It's not key.
I don't know, I think I'll never get used to it. Hope I get used to it because I'll be more happy.
Was there any culture shock for you?
Actually, the opposite. I think that the kind of welcome that I got into the film was unbelievable. It was so warm. It was an immediate inclusion of, I felt at home, so at home. And we spent so much time shooting and so much time with each other, with the whole team. So I think the most amazing part of the experience was that it all became like an extended family. So that's why I was shooting for Saaho for 2 years, you know, on and off, between other films also. But on the last day of Saaho, it just felt like, oh my God, this is the last day. We're not going to see each other that much, and the whole team. So, and when you spend 2 years with the same team,
you get emotional. You don't know. Even I didn't know. Last day when I felt like, oh God.
And
Saaho.
yeah, and
I don't want to do films for 2 years, definitely. But
You did a film for 5 years. You're the champion of it.
And last day, yeah.
so you know, for like we got to know each other really well, and there's a camaraderie, there's a bond, you know, and then you know that you're not going to see the unit again. So it was quite something.
Yeah, if you work for so many years, you get emotional. You know, you have a lot of bonding between each other.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
I was watching your Coffee with Karan episode, and it was very funny
That
because
was my first TV show, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You were just sitting there smiling.
I went for Karan. I couldn't say no. So.
But you know, Rajamouli sir said something very interesting in that show. He said that the South superstars have figured out how to balance between what they want and what their fans want. But he said the North superstars seem to be a little confused. Do you think that's true?
No, it's not like that. See, I don't know. I don't think so.
But Prabhas, how do you do it? I mean, after Bahubali, the expectations from you are enormous, right?
Yeah,
the fans expect, you know, another level of spectacle of what we want from you. How do you balance that with what you want as an artist yourself?
So it's like before Bahubali 1 released, Suji told me the script. So Bahubali, we're planning very big. So we don't know where it's going to work. Maybe Tamil it will work, Malayalam it will work, Hindi it will work, or it doesn't work in Hindi, it might work in Tamil. So we thought like, I know the Bahubali script, so I thought like next film, wherever Bahubali is doing well, we want to do a film big. So Suji told me a script about story about the story is on the screenplay. It is not. It's a story, but it's more on a screenplay. It's every 10 minutes there's something else happening. So I thought if Bahubali works, we should go on a screenplay film because I can't get bigger script than Bahubali. That's the plan. It just went on with it.
And you don't think about like, this is what my fans will want, this is what I want. Those.
Yeah, definitely I'll think about the fans. It's important, and the audience also. So, so we thought like, what should we do? Sometimes we thought like after Bahubali maybe we'll do a love story or we should go with an action, which is more better. So because this Sujit told me about a screenplay film, I thought like screenplays, films anywhere is the same. It's a commercial film, but it's a screenplay film. When you go out of the movie, you can remember the screenplay if everything works. Hope so. So that's how it happened.
And so you don't think what he's saying is right? The North superstars are not necessarily confused.
No, how can they be confused if they're superstars? No, they're not.
You know, the other thing, just by coincidence, in the last month or so, I've interacted with a lot of artists who are not from Mumbai. So I interviewed Vijay Deverakonda and Rana Daggubati and Ashik Abu from Malayalam. And I found something very interesting. They speak about themselves as storytellers. You know, they keep saying where stories drive us and we want to narrate this story. But actors in Mumbai often speak of themselves as brands. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Is that how it is?
It's just something, I anecdotal evidence. I don't have any but I just, it struck me that there are two very different ways of looking at yourself. And I've heard many Mumbai actors say, but this is off brand or this is on my brand.
Oh, okay.
You know, that kind of thing. And it just intrigued me.
I don't think I think like that.
You don't?
I don't think so. In fact, I've been told sometimes you should think about your brand. I'm like, my brand? What? I mean,
I didn't understand it either.
But I don't understand. I don't think so. But I think the only way that I've been thinking is I just want to be a part of good films. I think it's as simple as that. And to be a part of a film in itself is such a privilege, you know, because it's a medium which reaches out to millions of people and you're providing entertainment to people. You get the chance to put a smile on someone's face, get them to, suspend disbelief and just get into that world. So I think that if I'm getting to be a part of a good film, I think that in itself is a privilege.
That's all you're thinking about?
Definitely that. And of course to excel in that and put the best foot forward, definitely. Yeah.
Prabhas, the other thing Rajamouli sir said was that you're so lazy that you won't even get married because that's too much work. How does somebody as shy as you and as lazy, according to him, as you become a superstar?
Yeah, lazy, shy, and can't meet people. So 3 problems I have. I think about it like, why am I in this field? Am I right or wrong? But luckily, Bahubali happened, so I don't have a chance.
But the shyness never goes away.
I don't know. I don't want that shyness. I want to be, I don't want to have that. Because it's like sometimes very uncomfortable for me also.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It takes time for me to meet new people and talk. So suddenly when so much of crowd and, I don't know. I don't want to, I want to be very comfortable, but I don't know. It's not going. I don't know. It's in nature, I think.
And when the camera is on, you don't feel shy.
Yeah, I don't know. That I think I got used to in my first film only. So that I think I'm fine. In the set again, you see too many people, again I get a little worried sometimes.
But between action and cut, there's no hesitation?
No, sometimes, once a while, when people are going and just watching behind the camera, I might get a little comfortable, but on the camera I'm not so much. Yeah.
That's
If
amazing.
they take too many takes, then I'll get worried. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah. In the camera, no.
I read, and tell me if this is true or false, that the budget is 350 crore. Is that about?
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yes.
And when the film's release date got shifted, 4 other films shifted to accommodate Saaho.
That's very sweet, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's an amazing thing. I mean, obviously, the whole film industry is also rallying behind this movie. It's so big and the expectations are so high. What are you going to be doing on that Friday when it releases?
I might, only I can stay with my friends. I don't meet anyone.
Really?
I can't, on that day though I'm dead. I'm like, I don't know, I feel like something, I'll be numb, I think. For now, like, before Bahubali also, I forget Bahubali is too big a film for me. So before Bahubali also, I thought for one film, it's called Rebel. It's So I thought, no, this time I need to break it. I want to watch my film with the audience. I went in the morning show. I thought I'll get a heart attack or something.
Why? What was happening?
I don't know. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know what to do.
No, but you were nervous because they were not responding correctly?
No. I didn't even enter the theatre.
Oh,
Before that.
Before that only heart
time,
attack happened.
It's like from my home to the theatre, it's like almost 20-30 minutes. And I promised the director, we will watch the film this time. I will fight. And I thought I'll get a heart attack, and I don't know what. I become numb before the release. I don't know what.
And do you shut yourself up, or are you on the phone checking what's going on?
Actually, I don't know what I will do. I'll be talking, or I'll be listening, or my friends. I'll be sleeping. I'll tell my friends, see, until if it's a blockbuster, wake me up. Otherwise, don't wake me up. But again, I'll wake up. I'm like, what happened? And you know what happened? Bahubali, the before film Bahubali in Telugu was a big super hit. And it's my friends, same Saaho producers, my friends. So that was their first film. So I was a little tensed about my friends and all. So I told my friends, see, only if it is a blockbuster, wake me up. Otherwise, don't wake me. So they woke me up at 2 o'clock. I said, yes, we did it. All my other friends, and they're all happy because, you know, we all grew up together. And the same thing I told in Bahubali 1. Night in North, it's very good talk actually. For Bahubali 1, immediately got a good talk, and I was so happy because everyone messaged and all, and in the premiere also there was a good talk. Then I thought, yes, we did it. Then again I told them, because they should, tomorrow, next day morning, they release in Tamil, Telugu, whatever, around the world. So I said the same thing. If it is a blockbuster, wake me up. Otherwise, don't wake me.
Are you always sleeping only?
No, after 3-4, you get,
You just want to crash.
Yeah,
right.
I just want to crash.
So then what
But I
happens?
can't sleep. The point is, it's just
Correct,
dialogue.
correct.
No one woke me up. Can you imagine in Bahubali 1? And I was like, I woke up and I was like, no, nothing, everything is fine. Because Telugu first date was a very bad talk. They didn't receive it because
They were trying to protect
expecting
you.
too much. No, they were expecting too much. Rajamouli and me,
Right.
comedies. They have a different story. And suddenly, Katappa comes and kills the hero. And they didn't like it. It was shock, and it was abrupt cut. So they never saw a film like that. And they didn't expect that, and they were a little worried. For a little afternoon, evening, it was a very bad talk. So no one woke me up, and I said, oh, what happened? I was like, no, everything is fine. When I said that, I said, Gaya. Bahubali 1 gaya. Yeah.
Then when did you realize it's actually...
After 6:30, because it's a shock, suddenly they stopped the film and audience didn't get up. In Telugu,
They thought more is coming.
In Telugu, Tamil and Hindi, there was like no expectation.
Right.
So new actors, maybe Anushka is there in Tamil, they know. But me, they don't know in Tamil. In Hindi, they don't know. No one except Tamanna and Rana a little. They don't know anyone. So there's no such expectations. So where there's no expectations, immediately they liked it. Too much of expectations and suddenly they stopped the film, they couldn't take it. So I was like, shit. Yesterday night it was very good talking. What happened in the morning?
So your mantra is, if it's a blockbuster, wake me up. What is yours, Shraddha? What do you do? Are you on the phone? Are you checking box office?
I am I think exactly quite similar to him, because it's like, you know, everything is coming together, and then the release day is there. My stomach gets a little upset. Literally, like 1-2 days before release, I feel nauseous. And I try to fight that, but then it's just not happening. And then you know how it is, you're like, no, I'm fine, I'm cool, I'm composed, and this and that. And then there's a little bit of a shake happening, there's a little bit of your breathing is a bit. So all that concealing, you know, I tried my best not to show it at all, and try to have a smile and
Actors
everything.
in that way. We can help each other.
But कहते ना अंदर से तो हालत एकदम खराब है मतलब कि मम्मी को बस पकड़ के ऐसे ही बैठना है मम्मी के साथ कि मॉम इस दिन को खत्म करो अभी. Yeah.
Well, hopefully good things will come, and you will, you know, there'll be no shaking for you, and you will be woken up saying that it's a blockbuster.
I hope so.
Thank you so much,
Thank
and
you so much.
all best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Prabhas.
Hi, this is Shraddha, and you're watching us on Film Companion. If you like this video, subscribe.